Hi folks, I'm Jed from The Village Geek, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Smash Up. At the beginning of Smash Up, each player is going to choose two decks. So for example, this is a two-player game. We're going to have the robots and the ninjas versus the pirates and the aliens. And so you're going to take two decks, and so you're going to shuffle them together. So here we also have the wizards and we have the dinosaurs. So if we were playing the wizards and the dinosaurs, you would shuffle them together. If you want to have rules for picking factions, you can basically roll dice. Who gets to choose first? That person chooses one, and then you continue picking factions. The last player would choose two, and then go back in reverse order until you get to the first player. So for this example, I'm setting up a two-player game here. You're going to set up bases randomly. You're going to randomly flip over bases. You're going to have bases equal to the number of players plus one. So in a two-player game, we're going to have 3 bases. So each player is going to shuffle their deck together, and then they're going to draw 5 cards. Now the whole goal of this game is you are trying to control these bases and get the most points. The first player to get to 15 points by scoring bases is going to be the winner. And so, like I said, you're going to shuffle your deck together. You're going to draw 5 cards. Now, on your turn, you're going to play 1 action card and/or 1 minion card. And so, you can play them in either order. Actions just go out onto the table, and then you discard them when you're done. Minions, you're going to play minions onto a particular base. So if I have this Microbot Alpha here, I can play it onto the Cave of Shinies. Alright, so now this minion, and like other cards, some cards have an ongoing effect. That means you gain that ability on future turns. And so this one, you get power for each of your other Microbots. And then, so I could play, let's say it's my turn, I could play this out here onto the Cave of Shinies. And so I would put that there. And then I could play an action card, and then on my turn, at the end of my turn, I draw 2 cards. And so you're going to continue playing up to 1 action, 1 minion in either order, and then drawing cards. And when a base card reaches the threshold for the total strength of all minions at that particular base. So for example, we count all of my robots and all of my ninjas, and my opponent is playing the pirates and the aliens, and we count, all total minions at that base. If the threshold or the total strength of all of those minions meets or exceeds the number up here in the top left-hand corner, that's the threshold, then that base is scored. I should also mention that every base has some kind of ability. And so, like for example, this Rhodes Plaza Mall, it has 0 points for any of the placings, but it says when this base scores, each player gains 1 victory point for each minion that player has here. And so most of the bases has some kind of scoring mechanism or something that allows you some kind of effect that you can do when you score it. The Great Opal Pirate Ship says, after this base scores, all player other than the winner may move a minion from here to another base instead of the discard pile. The player with the highest total strength or power of all their minions is going to get the first number. The person in second place is going to get the second number, and then the third player, if you're playing more than 2 people, would get that number. And so you're going to have some way to keep score. But when that base is scored, you're going to set it aside, score that. Everything from that base is going to get discarded, and then you're going to replace it with a new base. And so you're going to do that until you get to 15 points, and that is Smash Up.